Garbage was never been a problem of the society. Instead, it was one of the best feedstock for healthy lifestyle. But for that, one should have strong side to look towards waste as a safeguard. In this documentary, we have interviewed some citizens of Aurangabad who took waste management issue as an opportunity. Yes, of course, they implemented it as well as sharing their ideas with others. At first, let's meet Dr. Ranjan Garge, who was a principal of Government Arts and Science College, Aurangabad. Hold on, intro doesn't end here. Further, he is a microbiologist, journalist and author as well. No wonder all these awards and certificates belong to him only. Coming back to the topic, he has two different models of eco-friendly home: domestic composting unit and water harvesting unit.
For the kitchen waste, I have adopted the methodology of 5 pots. So you have to take first pot, then you have to put a layer of soil, then you put whatever waste that you have generated in that particular day. Then go on putting layer by layer every day. So like that you put 5 layers in one pot. Then you go to second, then you go to third. So when you go to the 5th pot, you already have 25 days over. So when your pot number 5th is ready or you are done with it, the first pot is already with the compost. Take out the compost and start this cycle again. So that is how you get a beautiful compost. And in fact, I had a problem where to put the compost now. That is really an interesting thing. Actually, I started this in 2000. And as I told you, just with an idea that can we actually put our garbage into our own Bangalore, converting it into the wealth. As I told you, waste should always be called as wealth. So from your house you can just plastic only can be given to the man who collects it. Otherwise, except the plastic, everything that you generate out of your house as a waste can be converted into the compost.
That is the unit of water harvesting, which is quite interesting, easy to implement, yes, inexpensive as well. He had simply made separate connections for kitchen sink and water filter, so that whatever water coming through it will not go straight into drainage. Moreover, he stores the same water for gardening purpose. It is hard to believe that the water we usually throw out is actually the best water we can use. Going to the next person, Mr. Trishul Kulkarni, an assistant professor of mechanical engineering as well as NSS program officer at MIT College, Aurangabad. He lives in an apartment at Satara Parisar since 2011. At that time, the area belonging to Satara Parisar didn't consider under the municipal corporation. So, people used to dump out their litter near Bid Bypass highway. And initially he was doing the same. After finding himself shameful for that, he tried to make a home composting unit. After doing a lot of searching on internet and making 3 to 4 attempts, he finally came up with a result to solve the problem.
So basically this is my compost unit. So whatever kitchen waste is there and garden waste is there, we convert this waste into compost, rich compost, by using this unit. Now these are the 3 pots, earthen pots, and they are being perforated from sides also and from the bottom also. Now basically what you do, you put all your kitchen waste and garden waste inside this first pot. Once the upper pot is filled up, you put it in the middle and take away the empty one at the top, and you fill up that again. At the most it takes around 3 months to become a rich compost. Meanwhile, you have to add this kind of an compost accelerator. So there are different brands available of this compost accelerator. You need to add this just to accelerate the decomposing process. Now within 3 months you get a really good rich compost out of it. All the kitchen waste and garden waste can be put into this. So you don't need to give it to any municipal corporation, or you don't need to throw away on the road. Only you have to avoid plastic. You should not put a paper or any metal parts, glass parts, anything which can be decomposed can go inside this. Yeah, so this is a really wonderful device, I think.
The last but not the least, we have Mr. B.D. Bhumkar, who is working in a JK Ansel as a senior project manager. The interesting thing that we found about this person was, in June 2001, he and his team started composting of 100 kg of kitchen waste and about 2 tractors of garden waste at his company itself. He saved approximately 75,000 rupees per month of his company by avoiding the use of chemical fertilizers. And then he started with the same idea at domestic level as well. You can see that he has a beautiful flower garden at his terrace, where he uses his own compost as a fertilizer. Plus, he has conducted many workshops so far.
I firmly believe that if you are managing your waste at your source, that will be the best management of waste management. So about more than 3,000 families in Aurangabad, they have been following these practices in their individual houses, in multi-story complexes, bungalows, and some of the college, government institutes like that. So I am proud to say that this is the simplest way of converting our kitchen waste into a compost, and that compost can be used for further purposes like flowering, pot flowering, ground flowering, or organic vegetables. So this is the way we can protect our environment, because I have seen that management of waste is not difficult, but if you do not manage it in a scientific manner, the waste is being burned or it is put into the nallas, which again pollutes the water. Burning of waste, whether it is a plastic waste or a wet waste, leads to so many hazardous gases, which is again very dangerous to the human beings as well as any creatures living on the earth. So by managing our waste, we keep our environment clean. Environment clean means we keep our water clean, our air clean, and our soil clean. So these are the most 3 natural elements required for the human being for leading a healthy life.
Everything salutes these 3 people and all others who adopted the idea of waste management.